Hello, it's Sean, and welcome to Hero of the Table. Today I'm going to be starting on painting up a new board game. This is one of the expansions for Zombicide Invader. This is the Dark Side expansion. I believe it's a standalone game that you can play without the base game. I backed the Kickstarter and kind of got pretty much everything I could. I thought I would work on painting the Dark Side box first. The models here are all of the worker drillers. These are a little bit different than the basic workers that come in just the regular Zombicide Invader. I think there's 43 models total with the Kickstarter extras. So I'm going to try to do a little bit of a speed paint on these models, get them done as quick as I can. My goal is to spend about 20 minutes per model. We'll see if I can actually accomplish that. So to start with, I painted up one model as a test model to see if I liked my idea. And this is what I've got to start with. So I'm going to walk through the process that I used to paint this guy, and we will see if I can hit that 20-minute mark. Even at 20 minutes, this is going to be a big project because there's more than 40 models here, so it's going to take a little bit of time to paint them all. I have already primed them. They came molded in a red plastic. I sprayed them with automotive primer, and I used white. These are couple different poses, which is kind of nice. Even though they're the same model, there's several different poses, and these all on the bottom of them, they've got a code that tells you which pose they are. So when you're sorting them, it's easy to figure out which is which. So as I'm painting them, I will do them in groups of their poses, so it's very easy to keep track of. Having them all to be the same pose that I'm trying to paint at the same time will hopefully help paint them quicker. I used a lot of washes on this test model, and then I used some red paint to do the armor, and then a little dry brushing on that armor plate. So I kind of like the way it looks. It's not exactly like the box art, but that's okay. We'll get started on this project, and we'll see how long it takes me to do them. Alright, so first up, I'm going to wash the feet and lower legs, and then forearms and hands with purple tone. Next, I'm going to use a blue tone. I'm going to apply it to all the rest of the skin. So the torso, the upper legs, the upper arms. I'm going to avoid his face because that's going to get a different color later. But pretty much his whole body, anywhere there isn't armor plates, is going to get this blue tone. Next up, I'm going to wash the tongue with dark tone. I'll show you here. So I'm just going to do it's kind of got a little weird looking tongue, but that's going to get washed with dark tone. I'm probably going to do 2 coats on it just so it's nice and dark. But hopefully that'll go a lot quicker because it's just a really quick little dab on each model. Next up, I'm going to wash the head with soft tone. I'm going to go over the whole head here with this soft tone and hopefully just give it a bone look. My next step is going to be planing the chitinous hide, the armor plates, whatever you want to call it, on these guys. I'm going to paint it a burnt red. I know this is going to kill my goal. I've painted a couple already, and they're actually at about a half an hour each. So my goal for painting these was 20 minutes each. So this step is going to make me way over time, but I like the look of it. I am going to change it up a little bit. Kind of on his chest, he has some, looks like muscles or armor plates. I was painting those as the armor plates, as you can see here. But I'm going to change that up. I'm just going to leave those blue. I'm not going to paint all those, and hopefully that'll knock off a little bit of time here. But it's still going to push me over my goal of 20 minutes, but I'm going to keep muscling through and working on these, and we'll see how long they end up taking. So as I thought, the red took a little bit longer than I had hoped to get it applied to everything, but I got it done. My next step is going to be apply a wash over the whole model with a strong tone. Next step is to work on the bases for these models. They're plain to start with, but I wanted to give them a little bit of texture. So what I've done is just cut some triangles and I've glued those down. So I'm going to do that for the rest of the models. I've just got a 3x5 note card and I'm cutting it into strips and cutting little triangles. And once I've got those done, I will glue them to the base. I'm doing 3 triangles per base. Just throw it on, tap a little bit of this on it, and it'll stick down and hold in place. Next step is to paint the bases. I'm going to paint them black. Next up, I'm going to dry brush the base. I'm going to dry brush it with cold gray. Last step for painting these is to paint the rim of their base, and I'm going to use the cold gray for that. I've finished painting this batch of models for Zombicide, Invader, the Dark Side. I'm pretty happy with how they turned out. My timing that I had shot for was a little bit off. My goal was about 20 minutes a model, which would have been about 14 hours. I ended up at 24 hours and 30 minutes, but that works out to about 35 minutes a model, which isn't awful. It's a pretty simple paint job overall, but I think it looks nice. It'll be fun to have a painted set of models to play the game. I'm not sure what I could have done to speed it up much. Obviously, having the variety of colors that I have, if I had trimmed that down, I could have done something. The biggest chunk of time was painting the red on the armor plates. I think the models from the base set will go much quicker because they don't have those armor plates, so I don't need to individually paint all that. Obviously, I still have quite a few models to finish painting for the Dark Side box set. I plan to follow the same color scheme for them, so I'm not sure if I'll do more videos for those or not. I also need to paint all the survivors and the scientists from that box. I'm curious what tips you guys would offer for a faster paint. What methods do you use to paint big projects like this? If you have any ideas, put them in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this and the other projects that I work on, you can subscribe to my channel. Be sure to click the bell so you get notifications when I post new videos. You can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and on Facebook, and there I post different projects that I'm working on and games that I'm playing that may not make it to video. If you have any questions or comments, please put them in the comment section. Thanks for watching.